What is up, everybody? Welcome to Virtual Redban number 696. 8 sleep. Can't believe I'm talking about 8 sleep, but it's a slow news day. I wonder why. Everyone's talking about Grand Theft Auto as they should. Bless you, Rockstar. That was the most beautiful, beautiful trailer. Like, all that waiting for a new Grand Theft Auto game just went out the window. We'll probably talk about it in a bit, but that shit gave me chills. But we'll talk about that later because we got to talk about 8 sleep. What's 8 sleep? You'll find out. We'll talk about it. But anyways, happy Tuesday. Cheers to you guys if you're having your first drink of the night. Look at this Death Squad mug. If you want to get this Death Squad mug, you know where to go. deathsquad.tv. Right at the very top, you can click on Shop Squad, and that'll take you to shopsquad.tv. See how that works? And let me tell you, a lot of you clicked on this link thanks to Paul Deemer, the trumpet player from Kill Tony, who wore last night's episode. You might have seen him wear this shirt, the Tower 7 shirt. And man, what an episode. Like, I just gave him a shirt a couple months ago, whenever this came out. And he just happened to wear it on last night's episode. I didn't know he was going to wear it, or on Tim Dillon's episode. And man, what a great episode for him to wear it on. You know, he didn't know Tim Dillon was going to be on the show. And so many people saw that shirt, and word got out where to get this shirt. And man, Janice has been downstairs for hours packing up shipments. It's selling out like crazy. I think we just sold out in large or whatever. But yeah, if you want the Tower 7 shirt, you better get it. As seen on Kill Tony now by Paul Deemer. Let your conspiracy theories shine. And there's a lot of different shirts, and there's a lot of mugs that you can get. Go to shopsquad.tv, or like I said, everything can be found at deathsquad.tv, including last night's episode with Tim Dillon. What a great episode that was. You can find it on YouTube, youtube.com/Tim Dillon. Here it is, episode 639. And you know what? I just wanted to play the beginning of this because we have an announcement for Kill Tony. As you guys know, we are having 2 arena shows. Yes, our little silly show is now grown up, and we're doing an arena this month, December 30th and 31st, New Year's Eve. New Year's Eve is already sold out, and there's still some tickets left for the 30th, but that's selling out. We're pretty much going to sell out 2 arenas in 2 nights in a row. Who does that? Aerosmith, maybe? Crazy. But a lot of people have been asking, like, hey, I can't make it to Austin, Texas. Well, of course, we have an announcement for you. Here you go. That's right, KillTonyLive.com, which is up right now. I think you can pre-order your tickets right now at Kill Tony Live. And we will be live streaming both nights. And, you know, this is next level stuff that's going to happen. It's pretty crazy what is going to happen on these 2 days. Hopefully you guys can just make it out. There's still tickets for the 30th. But again, that's Kill Tony Live. And this episode with Tim Dillon, amazing episode. I thought everyone did great. Paul Deemer wearing the shirt. Look, wearing the Tower 7 shirt right there. Let's see. Can we get him? There it is. Look at little Paul just doing a little advertising for me. Thank you, Paul. Give a man a shirt. You never know. Anyways, I love this episode. I thought this episode was a lot of fun. Janice, when I got home from, by the way,
and panic attacks run in my very Italian family.
This interview, I'm not going to say anymore, but this interview with cameraman, which very great interview, but also ends so depressing. I rewatched this last night when I got home, and I was like, fuck, I forgot how depressing that parts of that interview are. so much. This guy bugged the shit out of me. I think he was a serial killer for sure. His voice, though, and what he looks like, it's just kind of hilarious, but that's about it. Serial killer. Oh, no, I'm not even going to talk about that person. You can't even take off your sweater. It doesn't fix anything. And of course, the great William Montgomery. Episode 639, Tim Dillon. So much fun. Check it out. Go to deathsquad.tv for all the links. Right here on the right, you got the Kill Tony YouTube page. You know what to do. And you could also click on Sunset Strip Comedy Club. What? That's right. If you're ever in Austin, Texas, I'm one of the owners of the Sunset Strip Comedy Club, right next door to Joe Rogan's club. Second highest ceilings in the business. Oh, Tony. Tony likes to jab me on the Sunset Strip. It's pretty funny. If you saw last night's episode, you'll notice. I called him out on the highest ceilings thing because literally the mothership has higher ceilings than us. It makes no sense. It's all fun. Anyways, if you click on the Sunset Strip or go to sunsetstripatx.com, you'll see, let me refresh this page. You'll see we have shows all the time, every day, including my show every single Thursday, which is The Secret Show. You've heard about this on Kill Tony. Usually about 15 or 16 comedians on every show. Yonder Wizard here from Virtual Redban opens the show and plays music for the first half hour when everyone's getting sat. So you can hear the delicious stylings of Yonder Wizard. It's called the Death Squad Secret Show. It's every Thursday. And there's shows all the freaking time. Like tonight, there's Good Evening News, which has become one of the most popular shows. It's just a little YouTube show. They live stream it every Tuesday when I'm doing this. They live stream. Let me see. A lot of times they start late, but let me see if they're streaming right now. Always love to go over there and see what's going on with those guys. Let's see. Good evening. But every time I check, they haven't started yet. Dang it. Every time I'm trying to help them out. Maybe we'll check back and see if they're streaming later. But a real fun show. They pretty much do like the news segment of Saturday Night Live, when they did the news, and they'll have comics on, like guest news reporters or whatever on, it's kind of just like Saturday Night Live, the news part. But a lot of crazy shit happened there. And in the show, it's so fun looking at a show and just seeing it every week, get a couple more people come and check it out, or a couple more people, it's just it's a small, when it first started, it was just only like 3 people in the audience. And last time I was there was a good 40 people in the audience. So, just like when we first started Kill Tony, it's just fun seeing like a show grow every week. So check it out. Good Evening News. But there's a bunch of shows. Uncle Laser has Uncle Laser and Friends Friday. Drop-In's really popular. Oh my man, Lucas McCrary, his show, Main Course Stand-Up Comedy, is a huge show. Cam Patterson has a show every other week, Black and Mild, with him and his friends. Just so many shows. Look at this Hans Kim poster. Oh my God, Hans Kim. What is this poster? I like this poster. That's funny. Hans is my buddy. Anyways, all the time, check it out. SunsetStripATX.com, or like I said, just go to deathsquad.tv for all your frickin' links, y'all. How are you guys doing in the chat? How are you guys? Everyone good? Everyone see that Grand Theft Auto trailer? Everyone, I think, do we talk about it? You want to talk about it real quick? I mean, everyone's seen it already. I don't know if I can play it without getting copyright strikes. But I'm sure everyone, maybe not with the audio. Everyone has seen it. Let's just take a look at some little Tom Petty.
Lucia, do you know why you're here?
And what's so funny is when I first saw this trailer, I mean, I've been waiting for it forever. And I was hanging out with Kim Congdon last night. And literally, I get to set up for Kill Tony every Monday. I go in early. I'm there at like 5 o'clock, 5:30. And, the show doesn't start till 8. because I have to set up, the microphones. Yoni's there and Christy's there, and our amazing gang of people that help us on the show. We have to set up everything every Monday. So I'm one of the first people there with everybody else, and I'm just setting up, and I just happen. How did I do this? I happen to just look on YouTube. I was talking about how I was so excited that the trailer for this was about to come out tomorrow. It was supposed to come out Tuesday morning at 8 a.m. Pacific. I think it was 8 a.m. Pacific or something, like 9 a.m. Pacific or something. But it was supposed to come out in the morning, Tuesday morning. And I was just like, I need to check on the time, because I was like, while I'm thinking of it, I'm just going to set an alarm. That's how much I wanted to see a 90-second trailer. I was setting an alarm so I can wake up after a night of drinking. I had wanted to wake up to watch a 90-second trailer of Grand Theft Auto. I have been waiting so much for this, and like everybody else, obviously Grand Theft Auto is one of my favorite video game series of all times. I actually had Grand Theft Auto 1. I think it was the PlayStation, and my buddy gave it to me because he was like, my mom bought me this, I don't like it, or something like that. I don't forget what it was. And he gave me the game. I was like, what is this? Grand Theft Auto. And of course, Grand Theft Auto 1 was a completely different game. It was like a top-down game. It kind of reminded me of that old school Spy Hunter game. It wasn't, I thought it was fucking awesome. And, but it was nothing like this. It's amazing looking at Grand Theft Auto 1. I mean, let's just look at it. Maybe a lot of you have never even seen Grand Theft Auto 1. Oh, of course, you can't find anything except... Oh, God. If I type in PS1, if that... Yeah. This is Grand Theft Auto 1. Have you guys even seen this before? I have this. I still have my copy of this. I always thought that was annoying every time you moved your cursor to like all the different things, go up and down, it made that noise. I didn't like that part. Liberty City. Do you hear the record screech? This brings back, look at that loading screen. Come on. We'll just fast forward this, all right?
Grand Theft Auto.
Did you just hear that? Grand Theft Auto. Yep. This is Grand Theft Auto. I freaking loved it. Now, if I remember, this was a phone. Oh, this is a phone booth. Yeah, you guys don't even know what phone. There was phone booths back when this game came out, believe it or not. And you'd get a job because there was no cell phones at the time. God, this brings back memories. I have not seen this for like 20 years or something like that. Listen to the music too. Hey, baby. Ooh, yeah. Oh, and by the way, this looks so much like Spy Hunter. See this truck right here with the words on the top? That's straight out of Spy Hunter. And these cars, let's be honest. I would love to. I wonder if the creators of this game, the original, if they ever said that this was, like Spy Hunter was a big, if they influence in this game, because that's all it reminded me of. Music was next level. I mean, it was. Look at that. Anyways, what I was saying, I don't even remember what I was saying, but I was going to wake up early to see this trailer. That's why, because I mean, I've been a huge fan for a long time, and I think like a lot of people, this game is, you know, I still play this game. And what other games that came out 10 years that I regularly play? And of course, the role playing thing. I love watching people play Grand Theft Auto role play, and it's more than just a game, obviously. And this trailer, I've been waiting for so much. But when I went to go to YouTube to find out what was the time, like I went to Rockstar on YouTube, and I was like, okay, what time is that trailer tomorrow? Is it 8 a.m., 9 a.m.? And I saw posted 22 minutes ago, Grand Theft Auto trailer. And I was like, what? Wait, they posted it early? And then I yell out loud to all the Kill Tony peeps. I'm like, guys, Grand Theft Auto, the new trailer got posted. And of course, all the guys were like, what? Like Yoni and everyone, like we all came around my iPad. And of course, our friend Christy's like, oh, look at the boys. They're so excited for, you know, look at the guys. And they're like, I mean, it is pretty funny thinking about how nerd out all of us adults are for a trailer for a game. Anyways, and we play the trailer, and man, we all just sat there with our mouths open. I got goosebumps from it. We all just stared at each other. It's like, oh my God. Like, I mean, when you first saw it, if you guys haven't seen it, you're crazy. I'm not going to show it because I don't want to get a copyright strike, you know. And you guys need to watch it. Watch it on your TV also. Don't watch it on your freaking phone. Go put this on your Apple TV or whatever, YouTube, and watch it properly because it's beautiful. And then, of course, we watched it again. You know, we had to watch it again. It was just like, what did we just see? Our eyes. And anyways, during the whole thing, I kept on thinking, holy cow, this man girl looks like Kim Congdon. And I actually know Kim very well. I've known her probably the longest of everyone that, you know, Tony and everybody. I've known her because I used to hang out with her cousin. And like the first day that Kim was in LA, she slept on the floor of her cousin's house while I was there also. And so I met when Kim was just got to LA for their first day. So I've known Kim a long time and her cousin, and they're amazing people. And her cousin Kim's cousin actually looks like Kim, but like a different. But anyways, the whole time I'm watching this trailer, I'm like, oh my gosh, this looks like Kim and her cousin so much. I mean, look at that. That looks like Kim and her little scrunchy, angry face that she does. If you don't know, Kim Congdon. Does a face like that. Anyway, so Kim was at Kill Tony last night, just hanging out. You know, she's in town right now, and so I showed her the trailer. She didn't know about it, and right. And I was like, Kim, you gotta start making some skits. You know, you got to start making some TikToks about you and Grand Theft Auto. I don't know, it's funny. But this trailer,
Do you know why
you know what's
you're here?
crazy is that. You see this, though? This is one thing that kind of weird, where this looks a lot like Kim. But when it flips to this next part where it shows her sitting down on the chair, it almost looks like a different
Do
person.
you know why you're here?
Bad luck, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know. That does not look like Kim. It just looks like a girl from Florida, a Puerto Rican Florida girl. You know, this looks like a totally different person, I think. But man, what an amazing trailer. I mean, this is in the game. This is 100% in the game. Look how many NPCs are just on this beach right here. I mean, look at the dolphins in this beautiful water. Look at all the birds and just there's all these NPCs. Can you imagine just going up to any of these NPCs and like grabbing their butt or something? I hope there's butt grabbing in this game. I mean, just beautiful buildings. I mean, this right here, this is in the game. Look at these NPCs. You literally have, if you look on the right side, by the way, I did not know this. If you look on the right side, I don't know if you guys can see my cursor or not. Yeah, you can. On the very right side, you see this guy laying down. He has a cell phone open, and he is literally filming his girl twerking. Do you see that? I fucking love this. And dude, this is, I mean, of course, obviously I can be wrong. This appears to be in the game, which just blows my freaking mind. It, I mean, just look at the graphic. I just want to just sit there and stare. I mean, I know I have a problem because honestly, this trailer is only 90 seconds long. And no lie, I've probably watched this trailer, I'd say 30 times in the last 24 hours. Just straight up watched the trailer. I've watched 6 or 7, like 30 things you missed from the trailer, you know, kind of videos on YouTube, where it's just people kind of doing what I'm doing right now, like going through the trailer and dissecting the trailer. I mean, look right in the middle. Besides these sweet, I mean, this is so Miami, by the way. This is just insane, Miami. Look at on the left. Can you see? I don't know if you can see my cursor. On the left, there's a woman, and I thought she was T-posing. See, with her arms like T-posing out. No, there's a guy spraying on suntan lotion. Look at the detail of this. Now imagine being able to just walk over here and like that girl that's twerking, like going up and punching the guy with the phone. Anyways, look right in the middle. Buff guy and a small chihuahua running with his girlfriend. You know. By the way, would you rather have a body of a girl, say like this girl right here in the teal, or this girl, or one of these buff athletic girls that wake up and like only eat apples and rice every day or something? I'm in for this. For this. No, thank you. But there's, you know, people for everyone, I guess. What am I talking about? Supposedly this girl is the main character also. No copyright strikes, please. Anyways, this strip club, by the way, you guys see the strip club? Make It Rain Mondays at the very top. On the left, look on the right, girl on a guy's lap. So that the strip clubs are back. Cam Patterson's back. Is that Cam Patterson? Only if David Lucas was in here. And by the way, if you've ever been to Miami, they really, bravo to them. This just screams Miami, right? I love the bodies in this and the women in this game. Like, look at this homeless guy on the right and this girl waddling, I guess it would be the word, waddling past, looking down at him like, don't talk to me, you know. Nightclub. Again, it's crazy to think that this is all in game. These are characters that you could interact with. So if you see that DJ, you probably go up there and shoot that DJ if you wanted to. This looks like, almost looks like the Drive to the Keys right here. This is also supposed to be the main character, maybe in a flashback with different hair, which I thought was interesting because when I first saw this the first 10 times, I just thought this was a random girl. But no, I think that's the main character. Just with different hair. Maybe maybe the game has different time periods or something. Love that look though. Got a pool. Looks like to be on the 20th floor of a building, maybe 30th. Dad bod squad. I love how they have what looks to be like TikToks. So it looks like maybe this game has some kind of like thing where maybe one of your missions is to become a TikTok star, or maybe you can do TikTok type, not TikTok, but like their version of TikTok or like social media. But come on, Dad bod squad. Cease and desist. Cease and desist. Just a great trailer. This right here, I mean, what's crazy is a lot of these things, like the alligator and this woman twerking on a car, it's straight out of TikToks. Like there's a TikTok of a woman doing this on top of a car. And when you see it, like, I don't know if I can find it, but if you see it, it's like, holy shit, these are straight up, this is straight up like TikToks that they recreated. But look at the jiggle physics. Look at that butt jiggle physics. I mean, come on. Of course, this is the shit I hate. These takeovers. This was really big in Los Angeles, where a bunch of cars just take over an intersection and they do little wheelie or circles everywhere. Like, and a lot of people, you know what I'm talking about. This is getting more and more popular. I hate this shit though. This is like so dumb to me. I mean, this is what a parking lot of a abandoned Sears or a J.C. Penney's. That's what you're doing in there. Why take over and ruin everyone's night by, people behind all this are like, come on, man, I'm just trying to go home so I can eat my food or take a shit or I just got off work or whatever. Looks so amazing though. Oh, just looks great. There's also another video of a woman, a Karen, holding two hammers. Actually, let's see if we can find that video. Karen, two hammers. Here it is right here. Look at this.
This video that is going viral, a Chatsworth woman banging away at a neighbor's car, leaving plenty of dents.
And I got you on video that you're destroying my car. Thank you.
In the video, you hear
Get the fuck out of this neighborhood.
hear her spewing racial rants. You also see her knocking over a trash can and telling a woman to call the cops, which she did. The woman was arrested, but cut loose the next day because of COVID-19.
Fucking COVID-19.
Look who's back. The only way.
Oh, man. I love the main... They did such a good on this main character, though. Obviously, as you guys know, from virtual Redban, or if you guys ever seen me stream playing video games, I'm always a woman character. I even have a bit about it, why I'm a woman character. I just love playing as a woman. If I'm going to play Call of Duty for the next 6 months, I'd rather look at a woman's ass in first-person shooting mode, or third-person, whatever. Why am I... Being a guy character is gay. I'm Chun-Li on Street Fighter. Street Fighter. Okay, come on, get it together. It's my first drink, Brian. Why am I always... Tony? What's Tony doing in here? No,
His butt sticking together.
Wow, and what's cool about this right here, obviously, we talk about Dill Legal and Shreddy, two friends, we've talked about them before, Dill Legal on YouTube and Shreddy on YouTube, but these takeovers, I mean, these are obviously gas bikes. I would like to see them like switch some of these bikes to Surons and like e-bikes and stuff like that. But these like bike takeovers and stuff is something that it's become pretty popular, where you and your buddies all get together on your bikes and then you just go around town, going through red lights. It's like you're making your own parade. And what are they gonna do? You guys are like ants. They're not gonna track one of you down and give you a $300 ticket. You know.
Being a team.
Oh, David Lucas is here. Oh, and this scene right here, God. This scene right here. Just so badass. Like Bonnie and Clyde, right? Like natural born killers. I love it. I want to see these.
Trust.
You know who the guy reminds me of, kind of? The main character from Lost. Doesn't he look like kind of like the main character from Lost? Jack? Is that his name? Jack? At least he does there. He gives me Jack. Kind of reminds me of Jack. Not, I guess his nose bridge is a little different, but. What a badass. That right there, badass. Badass. And of course, coming 2025, which, look, man, take your time. Rockstar. If you want to come out 2026, after seeing that trailer, I think all of us would be like, I don't know. Maybe I'm different. If you give us updates, like maybe give us a little taste twice a year, I'll go to 2026. Just take your time on that. I am after that's. I think that's a lot of us are just like, that's all I wanted. I just wanted, I want to see, and I know 2025. It's only a year away almost, guys. A year and 1 month. Honestly, I don't. When it comes 2025, I bet it's more like November of 2025, which would be 2 years. But I'm somebody that, like, man, if what you just showed us right there is any indication of what the game's actually going to be like, please take your freaking time. Or release half the game. Is that even possible? Release half the game? Like, if you have so much more you want to do, like, maybe do a Quentin Tarantino, do a part 1 and a part 2, I don't know. Any more polish on that? I mean, when this game comes out, Grand Theft Auto 5, they're still playing it over 10 years later. You put as much polish on that as possible. That game, what if that game is just like, we're playing this game for 20 years? They don't make Grand Theft Auto 7 until 2045. Can you imagine that? 2045. That's the next Grand Theft Auto game 20 years from now. I think this game will be $100. I don't think so, man. I think they're not. Why would they do anything different? They're just going to make it a normal. I'm sure they'll have like the deluxe edition or something like that if you want to do that. But they make money on GTA Live and all that. There was all these stupid rumors where like it was going to be like pay per hour or something. That is just so much trolling and shit. I mean, look, the first game didn't do that. They know what they're doing. Every time a new system comes out, they'll have a version for that system that would be a little bit different. Why change something that's already, that's not broken? You'll be Redban's age when Grand Theft Auto 7 comes out. Oh, that's adorable, you lucky son of a bitch. Yeah, wouldn't that be horrible? Like, thinking, like, I will never play Grand Theft Auto 7. If I do, I will be, please, Janice, move my hands for me so I could hit the punch button. Oh, God, that's sad to think. Oh, that's sad to think. Anyways, we holy shit, we're already at 40 minutes, and we haven't even started talking about the main part of this episode, and that's the 8 sleep. First, why is this not working? Hold on a second, guys. What the fudge sickle? All right. Let's see. First, I noticed during that long Grand Theft Auto rant, I noticed somebody gave me a little tippy poo. And Rachel, thank you for the tip. 25 Canadian dollars. Is that Canada? Thank you, Rachel, for the tippy poo. And you sent a hug emoji. Thank you, Rachel. Thank you again. Rachel is always here. Redban, what Rachel just said, Redban, what was your first hardcore game? What do you mean by hardcore game? I don't know what you mean by, like, what game did I go deep and super hardcore with? Super Mario Brother 1 when it came out on the NES. Christmas. When I first got the Super Mario game. Actually, it's a long story, but my friend was Japanese and I was playing Super Mario Brothers about 2 years before it came out in the US. And that was the first game, though, because even on the Japanese, there was no translations much, except the princesses in another castle. My Japanese friend is like, the princess ain't there. She's with some other dude. But that was probably my first hardcore game. Or Legend of Zelda. It was like, I completed Legend of Zelda. Any NES games back in the day where you only got one game every 2 months because your parents were poor and the games were far and few. When Nintendo first came out, there wasn't tons of games. So if you got Legend of Zelda, you're playing that until you beat it twice because you don't have any other games to play. So I would guess any of the NES games would probably be the most hardcore game. But if you're talking about just as an adult, is there a game that overtook you? I'd probably say the most would probably be City of Heroes is one that comes up, but I don't think that's like one of the first. Wow. I feel like I'm forgetting a lot of games right now. City of Heroes was one of the worst. I'm trying to think of older than City of Heroes that I just went nuts deep. I mean, Quake, especially when I met Rogan playing Quake and Unreal Tournament and all those. But those were like shooters. I wouldn't say that was just an addiction. Zelda, yeah. Metroid, the original Metroid. The original Metal Gear I loved on the NES. And what's funny, it took me a while after Metal Gear became so popular, like on PlayStation and shit, that I never put the two together. I'm like, oh wait, this is the same Metal Gear as the Metal Gear that I played on the NES? Like, oh my God. Oh my God. Yeah. Right. Let's talk about 8 sleep. I'll check your comments, guys, in a later, because I want to talk about something that is pretty ridiculous. One thing, as you guys know, I'm pretty old, but one thing that I have been preaching for a while is, I found this out. Let me think. Actually, I think I found this out when I was still in Ohio. All right, let me just throw this out here. When I was like 25, up to the age of 25, every mattress I ever had in my life was actually a hand-me-down. My mom gave me her big queen-sized mattress that she had had for 15 years, 20 years. When she got a new bed, I got that. When I went to college, I took that used 20-year-old mattress to college. And then, I don't know I think I had that mattress for a long time. And then I moved into a new place and it was smaller, so I had to get a smaller bed. So I just got a hand-me-down from another friend. And most of my life, up to the age of 25, every single bed I had was either a hand-me-down or an ex-girlfriend just gave it to me or something like that, right? And then I was always really bad with money growing up, obviously. Different age time, they didn't teach us about credit cards growing up. My parents didn't teach me about credit cards. I just knew when I turned 18 that I wanted to buy electronics and things. And I found out I could apply for a Sears card, and I got approved for, I think, $1,000. And I bought a Laserdisc player for $1,000. So I got approved for my first credit card. It was a Sears card. Bought a Laserdisc player for $1,000. And then Laserdisc went out of business like 6 months later. Long story, but I always thought like, oh, whoops, I forgot to pay last month, $15. Anyways, I built myself a huge credit card debt, ruined my credit at a young age. My whole life fucking sucked when it came to credit. I had to go to all these credit card things to help with my credit, and my parents had to bail me out. And I just didn't understand credit cards or loans or any like that. And it's mostly because of how old I am and just Ohio, just bad teaching and everything like that. So most of my life, I had horrible credit and it was a nightmare. And then the second part of my life, I started, I knew how to do credit cards, and I was trying to rebuild my credit card. And I got to the point where I got a credit card, I think it was for $5,000. I was like, oh my gosh, $5,000. I'm 25 years old. What am I to do? And instead of being somebody that should just use that credit card for emergencies, I went back to my dumb shit and was like, I could buy something for $5,000. I mean, I didn't learn my lesson, obviously. But this time I kind of did. I went to a bed store and laid on a bed because I needed to get a new mattress. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to buy a new mattress this time. And so I went to, I think it was like called Discount Mattress. I don't even remember what the mattress place was. I think it was called like Discount Mattress. And I laid on this bed. Like I went through the beds. I'm like, all right, that bed, is $800, and that bed's $400, and I was looking around that price range, because mattresses my whole life have always been free. But then, just for fun, I was like, whoa, this mattress is not $7,000. I think it was like $3,000. It was the most expensive mattress in the store, and I just wanted to lay on it. And I laid on that, and it was like Tempur-Pedic. And at this time, Tempur-Pedic first came out. Like, I remember when Tempur-Pedic mattresses first came out, it was like, this is what NASA scientists use. Tempur-Pedic is actually created by NASA. That's how they used to advertise it. Actually, one of my first bits I ever wrote as a comedian was about this bed. I said, I got this new bed. It was designed by NASA. Anyways, I don't want to go through that joke. I don't even remember it. But it was something about like having sex with a girl, and I was, she got imprinted into my bed like Han Solo. It was a nerdy, dumb joke that I can't even remember right now. I'm like trying to remember, like, wait, how do I forget that joke? Anyways, I was like, whoa, it's one of those NASA beds. I just want to lay on this bed. And so I laid on, I was like, oh, hallelujah. Like, it was the most amazing thing in the world. And I was like, you know what? Fuck this $800 bed. I'm going into credit card debt again, even though I've spent the last 10 years getting out of this credit card debt. I am spending everything on this bed. And it was one of the best things that I ever did. And I started preaching about it because I might even talked about this before, but like spending money on a bed, like getting into debt because of a bed is one of the best things you can do. If you think about it, you are in your bed 8-10 hours a day. If you're sick, you're in your bed for weeks, not weeks, days. Like, a bed, for some reason, I always never spent money on something that I'm in half my life. Like, you'll buy like a $40,000 car that you drive to work 15 minutes every day for. But the thing that you are in for 8 to 10 hours, you only do hand-me-downs or thrift stores or $200. Like you buy a box, a bed in a box for $200. Like, but you don't spend money on them. So I started preaching that to everybody, and I was like, fuck you. That's why nowadays, like current time, one of my favorite beds in the world is the Purple mattress. It is a different bed. It's not for everybody. It is pretty expensive. You can buy a box in the bed version of it, but it's just a different thing. Like if you look at the Purple mattress, if you guys know the Purple mattress, it's a little bit different. They have changed this website a lot. Mattresses. Wait, these are the mattresses? What's the Lux? Well, it used to be just called Purple 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now they have all this shit. Anyways, they're not that cheap. Like, here is one of their mattresses. Wow, this is really nice. Oh my God. What are these new ones? If you don't know what Purple mattress is, it uses this like purple grid. It literally changed my life, the current day Purple mattress, because it's like you're not sitting on anything. You're almost just floating in a cloud. And when I first felt that, I was like, this is the way. Like, I don't want to feel like I'm laying on something. I want to feel like I'm just floating. Yeah, in the Purple mattress, at least the one I had, which is it used to be called the Purple 4. I'm guessing it's this one, but and it took me a while to get used to it. When you first get it, you're not used to just kind of just floating when you're like on a mattress. It's a different feeling. And I do get it where it's not for everybody, because the first couple of days, it took us a couple of days to get used to it, me and Janice, because it's unlike anything ever. But then once you're used to it, it's so hard to go to a hotel or any other mattress. Anyways, what I'm saying is, even to this day, I believe it. So spending money on bed is something I've been preaching for a while. Always just go to a mattress store. Check out Purple also. I'm not a sponsor, but I believe in them. Spend money on a mattress. If you get a bonus, just try it out. If you've had a shitty bed right now, go try it out, because I think it's important. It's half your life, right? So I started hearing about this thing called the 8 Sleep mattress. I first heard it on, I want to say, Unbox Therapy. Maybe it was Unbox Therapy. It was either Unbox Therapy or Marquise Brownlee. Because one problem about 8 Sleep is 8 Sleep is a company that they have this new product. I think they were even on Shark Tank maybe, and they turned them down. But the idea is, it's a company that has this thing you put on your bed, just like that. Or you can buy a mattress from them. It's called the pod cover, all right? It's this thing you put on your bed, and it connects to this unit that you keep to the side of your bed. Like, I have it on the side of my nightstand, and I'll show it to you in a second. And what this does is, this little unit has water in it, and the thing you put on your mattress pretty much makes your bed a water bed, and it controls your sleep temperature is one of the main things it does. I was trying to find a video of it, but in short, it's this mattress you put on your bed. You put water in this machine. It pumps the water into this mattress cover, or the mattress, if you want to buy the mattress, just buy the mattress cover. And like, it separates the bed in half. So if you have a girlfriend that loves to be hot as fuck, like Janice is just always cold, so she wants to be hot all night, where I'm always sweating, drinking, sweating. I like most nights I don't even have a cover on me, because I sleep hot. This makes it so I can turn down my side of the bed and be like freezing, and hurt. It's like air conditioning for your bed, but you're laying on like a water bed kind of thing. And you know what? Let's just look at, what I think was the first video I saw that sparked my interest. And it's from my friend Lou. Now, the problem with this is this company sent Lou from Unbox Therapy, MK, iJustine, all the tech reviewers, they sent this to for them to review. So they all talked about it, but none of these guys bought this. So it's hard to gander like what the review is. But let's just look at this is from Unbox Theory, what Lou said.
Eat Sleep Pod 3. It's the latest generation of the most high-tech way to sleep. Now this looks like a normal mattress, but I promise you.
So this mattress right here, I believe is the 8 Sleep mattress. They sell 2 different versions of it. You can actually buy a mattress from 8 Sleep that has the pod cover that comes with it, but they're just literally taking a generic mattress and sending it to you with the pod cover. You don't need to buy their mattress. You can put this on your own mattress, and we'll talk about that more in a second.
There's nothing normal about it. See, the entire thing is controlled via this pod right here. Inside this pod is water that is surging through the top portion of this mattress cover. Just below the surface, there is a wonderful river of flowing water, keeping you either warmer or cooler. Now everything is controlled inside the 8 Sleep app. We're talking about deep sleep, REM sleep, and the wake up portion of your sleep cycle. Not only that, but if you want to wake up gently, this thing will actually vibrate instead of
Tried that today. It has a vibrate feature. Instead of getting like a alarm, you know, a lot of people, like I think all of us maybe, we don't have alarm clocks anymore. We just set our iPhone or our Android to wake us up, and every morning you hear that fucking sound. It's the worst sound ever, right? All the alarms suck so bad. That sound is like, oof. Tried this today, and instead of doing that, it has this little thing in it that kind of goes, and it gets stronger and stronger, and it vibrates to wake you up. I tried it today. It's fucking works pretty well. You're not used to it when you're just sleeping and suddenly you're like, oh, my body, is there an earthquake? Like it almost goes into your earthquake, you know, part of your brain.
Making a bunch of noise. This is the warm side of the bed. A lovely 30 degrees Celsius. Now what about on the cool side of the bed? Almost 10 degrees of difference.
So I think that was one of the first videos I saw. Then I noticed the same day that came out, all the best YouTubers started talking about it. And they all started talking very positive about it.
To prioritize, and also how difficult it is to really get a good night of rest, even if you think you're doing everything right. A huge thank you to 8 Sleep for partnering with me on this video. I am so excited to show you this technology by 8 Sleep just to get my ideal temperature. I definitely don't get enough sleep, and I'm able to see that data, and with that I just try to adjust, either going to bed earlier or trying to be able to sleep in sometimes. For me, I love being able to get at least 8 hours of sleep. About 7.5 feels right, but when we start getting into the 5.5 range, I know that I'm not going to be having a good, depending upon the size and model you choose. There is also 2 different membership packages as well.
So anyways, she says she likes it. I should have marked it down. Now, Marquise is the one that I think really sold me on it. The other 2 were just kind of like, you know, iJustine kind of gave you like, she loves it and this is the features of it. Unbox Therapy was kind of like, this is what it is. But Marquise, like he normally does, he really sold me on this. This is from Dope Tech Nothing Phone 2 redesign. This came out about 5 months ago. This is also, like I noticed, the 8 Sleep uses his clips the most on.
Next one, hard pivot to a piece of tech that I've been using actually for a while. It's a piece of home tech, that's why I'm home for this one. and sleeping tech. Actually, when I was first told about the existence of this
Wait, he just did he just say that's why he's home for this? Is that what your home looks like? You have a bunch of screens and book back, nothing on your wall. That's your home?
piece of tech, I was kind of surprised about it, but then I had a lot of questions. And so when 8 Sleep reached out and wanted to sponsor this video, and they had all
Sponsored it again. Anyways, let's just go to the end and see what he says.
heart rate notification, but that's actually, I would wake up with like, was getting low. So in an age where humans are basically sleeping worse than ever before with all the tech around us, all the screens that are around us every night, it's pretty cool to have a piece of tech that actually helps us sleep better. At least it helps me anyway. You can try it too if you want to. You can get $200 off by using.
Anyways, so he loves it. 8 Sleep also has quotes from both Zuckerberg, I think, and was it Elon Musk? How they both talked about using 8 Sleep and liking it. So the marketing really overpowered me, and the fact that nonstop I was getting ads for 8 Sleep. But then I hit a Grand Theft Auto 1 record scratch. I found out there is a subscription attached to it. And to the point where I was so ready to get this 8 Sleep many times until I got to the point of the subscription. I hate subscription models, but you kind of have to have one if you want automatic temperature. So this thing, like I said, you can make your side cold, your girlfriend can make hers hot, but they also have this thing just like Tesla called autopilot. And what it does is if it gets hotter in your room, if it, like in the morning the sun's out and it gets hotter air, it will adjust your bed temperature cooler or hotter to, go against that. It's constantly measuring your sleep, your temperature of the room. It measures your heartbeat to see if you're sleeping. It knows when you're in deep sleep, when you're not in deep sleep. And so one of the features is called autopilot. And so for $15 a month, you'll get autopilot. You also get sleep reports. So every morning you wake up, like last night, for my first time, I got this huge detailed report telling me about how I slept last night. Now, I sleep fucking good, guys. But I got a score last night of 100. Janice, I think, got 91. Janice doesn't sleep that great. I slept for 8 hours, 50 minutes. A little less than that, but I found out that I slept a deep sleep for 1 hour and 40 minutes. REM sleep for 2 hours and 11 minutes. My average heart rate while sleeping was 68. My HRV, I don't even know what HRV is. What is HRV? Heart rate variability was 40. My breath rate was 19. That's how many times you take a breath per minute or something like that. Anyways, I got a 100% report. Like it showed me like in this graph, like when I woke up, like I could see when I woke up to go to the bathroom. I could see when I woke up when I set an alarm that I snoozed through. It really breaks down everything. But this membership killed me. Now, the two memberships are pretty much bullshit. The second one is the same shit, but you get a 5-year warranty instead of a 2-year warranty. So you're just paying for a warranty there. They shouldn't even call that. They should get rid of that and just have an extended warranty option. But you still can change. If without this membership, you can still change if you want cold or hot, which is the most important thing. But after using this, you can see what the autopilot did. At one point, it went colder in the middle of the night, and then it went a little bit hotter in the morning. And what it's doing, it's checking out your heart rate and your deep sleep, and it's trying to adjust the temperature. The autopilot's trying to adjust the temperature so you have the best sleep. I'm telling you right now, guys, I already sleep pretty well. I felt like I got one of the best nights of sleep last night I've ever had. I did not want to wake up. Usually I wake up and I'm like, well, I guess I'm awake now. I slept harder than I ever slept last night. It was cool. It was refreshing. The extra, here, look at this video. This is actually my house. Sorry for the mess. I gotta clean up all the wires behind. This is the corner of my room behind my nightstand, and I still have like some shitty surge protector and all these wires and shit. I need to clean this out. Anyways, there's the unit that comes with it that you put all the water in. And you just put it in the corner beside your nightstand. Pretty much zero sound. It makes a tiny, like a fan sound, but it's so like, so quiet. It's almost like white noise, which I don't mind. Not very noticeable. And yeah, I don't keep jugs of water around all the time next to my bed like that, distilled water. I had to put a bunch of distilled water in it, so that's why there's bed. Anyways, and these sheets, I noticed these sheets have like little tears on them and stuff. I think that's from the cat. But what I'm trying to show you here is you can see underneath the mattress there are these little balls. Like, see, I'm going around these balls, and each one of these balls is just filled with water. So it makes you feel like you're sleeping on water. Now, I have that purple mattress underneath that has the grid, and that lined up with these, I felt it made my bed even more comfortable. It made my purple bed even, because now I'm kind of on a water bed mixed with a purple bed. Anyways, it worked amazing last night. And I am actually excited to go back to bed tonight because how much it was great. Janice too. Both of us had one of the best nights of sleep, and I paid for this. I am not one of these tech reviewers that got it for free, and I'm lying to you. I paid for this. I got the subscription without the 5-year warranty. So I want you to know, even though I gave in and I bought this, and it was only because it goes after months of just being pissed off and seeing this being advertised to me over and over again and going like, why are they, they have a subscription model? Like, I am against this. And like, I was like being so weird about this because I wanted it. But when I saw that subscription model, I didn't want it. And they kept on advertising it to me. And I was like, you know what? This goes against everything I believe in, that you should spend money on sleep if it's going to help you out. And I'm here to say, at least with the first night of my sleep, it definitely supports that. I had one of the best nights of sleep in my life. And I never woke up once sweaty. I could go under the covers like an adult and like a human and feel cool and relaxed. It was something else. And that was only the first night I've ever done on. So I am definitely going to update you, give you updates on this. Like, do I still believe in it? Has it gotten better? Is there anything annoying about it? Obviously one of the worst things ever, if Janice ever goes out of town and then she looks on the 8 Sleep app and sees somebody sleeping on her side, I'm busted. Just kidding. Yeah. If you're a cheater, don't buy this. But no, I will give you guys updates about this. But so far, this definitely falls in the category, it's worth it so far. And if you've had problems with sleep, or if you're like me that always just sleeps hot, you wake up sweaty, especially if you drink a lot, night sweats, drinking and shit like that, this will detect your body temperature, make it cooler, make it hotter. This will make sure you get the best sleep. And so far, I'm a believer. I thought I was going to try this out and be like, and then return it. But so far, day one, I didn't want to get out of bed today, and that never happens. A lot of times I jump out of bed like, hell yeah, get me out of bed. I don't want to be in bed anymore. I'll like wake up in the middle of the night and just sleep on the couch because the couch is cooler. Anyways, you can go to not a sponsor, 8 Sleep, spelled out EIGHT sleep.com. They have a Cyber Monday deal right now. I bought it Black Friday. I don't know if it's the same deal. It's not cheap. I got the Pod 3 cover with the perfect fit. Unfortunately, I have a California King, which adds to the price. Don't ever buy a California King, guys. Just buy a regular King. I guess it's the same price, but California King is so hard to find anything for California Kings, like mattress frames and all that stuff. I went to Pro membership. You could buy a mattress through them for, I wouldn't recommend it. Just use your regular mattress. I guess I got this Sleep Fit bundle. I paid an extra $300. I didn't know I did this, or maybe it just came with the Black Friday deal. I didn't get this pod protector. What's this pod protector? They didn't send me no pod protector. I need to figure out what happened there. Anyways, those pillows are nice, but they're really big, but they're okay. Anyways, yeah, so it's not, it's not cheap. I'm going to take off that Sleep Fit bundle. You don't need that. Anyways, it's $23.95. You get $100 off. I think if you sign up, like if you go to this website, a pop-up window pops up. You can get an extra $300 on. I don't know if it's going to show me that or not. Oh yeah, get up to $300 off. I guess if you put in your address right here, you get an extra $300. I don't know. Talk to your partner about it, or if you're like me that believes in spending extra money. So far, or just keep an eye on me for the next month. I will give you updates about it, give you reviews. I'll be honest about it. I'll be 100% honest about it. But right now, if it's anything like my sleep last night, there's not it could be twice the price. If it's like, if it's like last night, every night from now on, I would pay $10,000 for it. I'm telling you, that's how good of a night of sleep last night I had. Not lying. It was amazing. Part 2 of Virtual Redban, we'll talk to Janice about it, because she also, I think, had a pretty positive experience with it. She is a horrible sleeper. So just so you know. All right, before we go to part 2 of Virtual Redban, I do want to just tell you guys, if you have VR, Steam VR is having a huge sale right now. Amazing discounts on games. Just look at this sale. This is their, what is it? Steam VR Fest. I'm pretty sure every year they do this, where they just have a sale around this time period every year on VR games. But pretty good sales, like Hitman 3, man. Usually $70, $27, No Man's Sky. Skyrim VR. Do you like Skyrim? Have you done Skyrim VR? It's only $15 right now. Tetris Effect. I love that game. Anyways, just go through all these. Check out the sale, or just go open up Steam. There is a lot of good deals right now. Now's the time to buy some games. Just wanted to give a shout out to that. I don't think there's anything else I wanted to talk about. Yeah, there's a couple of things, but let's check out on the Good Evening News. Are they live right now? Yes, they are. All right, we'll take a look at this before we go to part 2. This is Good Evening News. This is being streamed from my comedy club right now. Let's see what's going on with the Good Evening News. They have a lot of tech issues, though. So
I'm rating some one chick's ass. It tasted pretty good. I was talking to my one buddy about it, and he was like, I don't know, how could that be good? And I'm like, I don't know, dude. Like, I eat Go-Gurts. I don't know.
Yeah, you
is that Swiggy?
eat the booty like a jealous guy. You know?
All right, that's Swiggy. Anyways, check out the Good Evening News. Go to sunsetstripatx.com. All right, guys, this is the end of part 1 of Virtual Redban Part 2 is where we actually go into virtual reality. Damn, how long is this? Hour and 13 minutes. And that's not bad for not having anything to talk about tonight. We did pretty good, guys. Anyways, this is the end of part 1 of Virtual Redban. Virtual Redban's on 2 parts. The second part, we actually go into virtual reality. Me and my friends hang out in virtual reality and talk and smoke and drink and do the same shit. So if you want to hang out with us, it's a good show to put on in the background while you're cooking or doing other things, surfing the net. You know, you could just listen to us in the background. And once in a while, look up and we'll be like at Disneyland. I don't know, talking crazy shit. This is your 15-minute warning. In 15 minutes, we'll be back for part 2 of Virtual Redban. I will tweet it, I'll Instagram it, or if you're on YouTube, just refresh your page in 15 minutes. Part 2 of Virtual Redban is coming at you. So grab a drink, take a piss, walk the dog. See you soon.
Yeah.